Hey Internet, it's Katie, and today I want to talk about something that's actually always kind of bothered me about education at Hogwarts. And that's that while Hogwarts has clubs, we know that there's a Gobstones club and things like that, and Hogwarts has sports teams. There's a Quidditch team for each house, although very few people participate in it. Hogwarts doesn't really seem to have extracurriculars, and in case that's not the word you use, in the United States, extracurriculars refer to things that you do that aren't academics, but that we feel like are still valuable to education. For example, every kid in America is required to have physical education. Many kids in America take art classes and fine arts classes and music classes. A lot of school districts in America require kids to learn other foreign languages. I said physical education, that's sports, things like that, photography class, things that are extra, things that may even take time outside of school, but you don't have to take them. And Hogwarts doesn't seem to offer that. And that's something that's always really bothered me. I'm a teacher. I teach band. I teach music. So that's probably a good portion of the reason it bothers me. Obviously, I'm very passionate that you learn things in extracurriculars that make you a better person than if you hadn't learned them. And it's also been proven that extracurriculars, kids that participate in extracurriculars, are likely to do better in their academic classes because it just helps your brain. It helps build your brain. It helps interconnecting between the two sides, science, which I imagine witches and wizards aren't super into science. But the main reason it really bothers me is because that's part of what gets kids up and going. Kids like Ron aren't good at school. One of the things that Ron looks forward to is Quidditch practice. It helps him get up in the morning and face a hard day of potions and transfiguration back to back to know that he's got an activity that he's good at and that he enjoys coming up later. And I think that that's the reason that in the third movie, when it opens with Flitwick conducting the choir, I think that that's why people got so excited about it, especially Americans. Like, we just made a really big deal out of Flitwick being the choir director, and I don't know why we got so excited about it, other than the fact that that's our favorite parts of school. We really enjoy our extracurriculars, and I think that having a part of school that you enjoy really matters. And even Dumbledore mentions that music is a magic beyond all the other magic they learn. And so why not teach music? A big part of my Harry Potter persona, my nickname was Professor Katie, because Katie passed the mods because of Katie Bell, and Professor because I'm a teacher. And so off of that, my, role play was, not that I really role played, but my role play was that I was the music teacher at Hogwarts, because I think that would make the kids' lives more enjoyable if there was an elective they could take that was just for fun, that was just making music, or playing sports, or learning how to take the best photographs with your moving picture camera, or how to paint and have your paintings come to life. Or I guess Care of Magical Creatures is kind of an extracurricular, but then it's tested, which in America we don't test extracurriculars outside of maybe going to contests between schools. And it's always kind of bothered me that doesn't happen at Hogwarts. Not enough that I would, boycott this school or anything. And it's easy to see why an author wouldn't think to put that in there, or would find it to be unnecessary and time-consuming to find out about the extracurricular enough to write well about it. But it's just always bugged me a little bit that the only thing even remotely related to it they have is clubs. And they seem to be student-led clubs, and they don't seem to compete. I don't know, it's just something I wish they had. What was your favorite extracurricular when you were in school? Leave a note in the comments. I'd love to talk to you about it.